Welcome to Eclipse Wrestling's Road to Glory 3. Let's send it down to TV's Mike Edwards, Doc, and yours truly, Drew Shannon, for commentary.
Well, let's not forget it. Got to put the mark on it. That is the longest reigning Eclipse Heavyweight Champion in the history of Eclipse Wrestling.
Actually, 583 days this man has been your Eclipse. Oh, he just dissed me. Look at that.
Oh, he's got a lot on his mind.
I know he does. He has a huge challenge ahead of him tonight. Open challenge tonight. So we don't even know who he's fighting. He doesn't even know he's fighting.
Well, next month at War for Territory, he's fighting the AON Pennsylvania Heavyweight Champion, Zach Ramses.
Yes.
The miasma Zach Ramses. And after last month's brawl, you know he's got a target on his head from Zach Ramses. So for all we know, Zach Ramses could be his opponent tonight. Although I don't think Zach Ramses is going to do that, because I look for maybe for Zach that.
Eclipse Wrestling, make some noise! You guys having a good night so far? Let's see y'all interested in this night. If anyone who's been following Eclipse Wrestling on social media, you see your boy the Reverend Hunt is now the one and only longest reigning Eclipse Heavyweight Champion. 500+ days underneath my reign, and I plan on keeping it going right in the War for Territory. And by the way we do that, your boy, I told you guys from day one I'm a fighting champion, so I made an open challenge. The fact is, the work is at the train hard because I don't know who that person is. So by all means, whatever music you have, whoever they talk to, bring on my opponent.
An open challenge. I can't believe an open challenge for the Eclipse Heavyweight Championship.
Well, he's taking on all comers.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the opponent.
Christian, who is it? Who is?
That's a very good question. Who would take?
Oh, Mr. Reverend. Mr. Reverend. Remember me? Oh, I know you do. I know you can't get this face out of your tiny little mind. You know how I know that? Last month, you stormed my territory. Last month, you poked your nose where it didn't belong. That's a fact. You overstepped. You put yourself where you think you belong when the reality is you don't. And the very sad thing for you is that was the worst thing you could have done for yourself. Because you see, All or Nothing Pro Wrestling has been tiring me of late. I've not felt appreciated. I've not felt that the people of AON have really understood the greatness that the miasma Zach Ramses presents to them every time they see me. And then you showed up and you put your smug, ugly face in front of mine, in my ring, and raised your belt in front of my face. And you reminded me of last September, of last War for Territory, where I shockingly came into your turf and very swiftly and easily dealt out devastation as I took a victory for AON there. But that trip, it came back to my mind, and the smell and the allure of more land for Zach Ramses to take was just too enticing. And then the fact that you think that you have the balls to even stand in the same ring as me, let alone hoist a title above my face. Well, that gave me all the incentive I needed to try and conquer further, conquer wider, conquer more, and you are it. So, your actions have set off a chain reaction that I don't think you're quite prepared for, but don't worry. I'm also much smarter than you. And I'm not just going to waltz into enemy territory and let myself get beat up like you did. No. I sent one of my representatives of the Grim Guild to come and piece things out for me and smack you around a little bit. And when all said is done, I'll take the intel and I'll pick at the scraps of what's left for you at War for Territory, where the miasma, Zach Ramses, shows everybody in the 814 exactly who is the real king.
Words from Zach Ramses, the AON Pennsylvania Heavyweight Champion, sending a member of the Grim Guild, Big Tony.
His opponents, representing Zach Ramses, the AON Heavyweight Champion, Big Tony Onyx.
Big Tony Onyx.
Didn't not realize it at the time, but the Grim Guild that always accompanies Zach Ramses, Big Tony was one of them.
He just called him out. I mean, if you think about Big Tony Onyx, when there's an open challenge, he usually takes it, guys. I mean, you think about it. He challenged Cisco for the 814 at one point.
You mean Big Tony was the guy underneath that mask? I never would have guessed.
As a member of the Grim Guild, he was a member of Zach Ramses' Grim Guild. Zach's supposed to say something. But again, that T-shirt, that's the symbol of Zach Ramses. Oh, yeah.
You want it? Take it. Your blood's going to be on Ramses' hands tonight.
This is going to be about softening up the Rev Ron Hunt for Zach Ramses
At War of Territory.
at War for Territory next month.
I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Big Tony Onyx. And of course,
I just can't believe we saw that Zach Ramses said, I'm not going to be there tonight. I got better things to do. Probably one of the smartest things that Zach Ramses has ever done.
Zach Ramses is known, though, not only to just beat you up physically, but also beat you up psychologically. And with that video, we've seen just so much. I mean, Rev Ron Hunt is already fired up. Rev Ron Hunt has his sights set on Ramses, but now he has to go through Big Tony Onyx here. And, I mean, Big Tony has just started his business, and whoa, look at that.
Now, I'm just getting back on the microphone here. You guys covered what happened at AON Old School with Rev Ron and Zach
I
Ramses.
mentioned that about
Yes.
the big brawl at the end of the show. Been talking about it many times throughout the night. Rev came out and confronted Zach Ramses. So Zach Ramses, instead of coming and confronting himself, sends Big Tony Onyx to soften him up for War for Territory. Big collar and elbow tie-up. And the Rev did not look happy by hearing that news. I don't blame him.
I mean, Mike, you were there. I mean, did you see the expression on Ramsey's face when he woke up from that? Because, you know, Ramsey was talking about how he was laying there, and wow, look at the power of this youngster.
Hey, you want to talk about someone who was there? I talked to Zach Ramses after that match. Zach Ramses wants a piece of Rev Ron Hunt. He wants that belt. He wants to take him out at War for Territory. And by God, I'm sorry, Rev. I think you may have bitten off a little more than you could chew. Zach is hungry.
Well, you've gotten a little bit closer to Zach Ramses than you're comfortable with. After what you said about him, he's not really happy with you.
I don't know.
And that's all.
Zach and I are kind of, I don't know.
Well, I'm going to leave it at that for right now. But Zach was undefeated in AON, constantly begging Cass Edison for bigger and better challengers. I mean, he wasn't happy with what he was getting.
Well, you don't get any bigger or better than the Rev Ron Hunt. It's going to be incredible. That's going to be an incredible matchup.
I've never said anything negative about Rev. I've talked to his graces since he stepped foot in here.
As have I.
Man's been a member of the Shane Taylor Promotions.
But you know,
I'm in Ring of Honor.
Hey, look, I'm playing both sides here,
Our
okay?
champion.
Eclipse Wrestling, I work for. AON, I've been with longer. So I kind of have more of a loyalty to AON, and I apologize. But Zach Ramses, he's a tall customer. He's a tough dude, and he's undefeated.
Big shoulder block by Ron Hunt.
And I
drop down over the top he goes. Deep frog over the top.
give Ron Hunt his due.
Drop down, cartwheel over the top goes Ron Hunt. Kick to the face, right in the jaw.
Give Ron Hunt his due. He is the longest reigning Eclipse Heavyweight Champion. I will give him that.
583 days.
And he is an amazing athlete. He's deserved everything he's ever got here in Eclipse Wrestling. What a big splash in the corner.
And my goodness, and now, as Big Tony Onyx, is he regretting this, guys? Is he regretting stepping into the ring with this seasoned veteran?
I don't think so, not yet.
When you think about Ron Hunt has been all over the place, ROH, you name it. And oh my goodness.
What a splash in the corner. Absolutely. Again, we've been singing the praises of Rev Ron Hunt, and you can preach that all you want since day one. And that's what this man, you just can't say anything bad. Like you said,
Look, I've been singing his praises too. Honest to God, I've been singing his praises. He's a phenomenal athlete. He has earned that belt.
But he has not faced anybody quite like Zach Ramsey.
Exactly.
And that is a tall order right there.
Yeah, speaking of a tall order, guys.
7 foot orders.
Goodness. You know, Big Tony Onyx is 6'5" himself. I mean,
what a boot to the side of the head of everyone. And he's standing toe-to-toe. Do you think he's regretting taking this matchup? Absolutely not right now. He's standing toe-to-toe with the champion.
yeah, exactly. Right now, he is doing what we would say in the business, Zach Ramsey's dirty laundry.
Absolutely, that's what he's doing. That's what he was sent here for. Like I said, I don't think that Big Tony even cares if he wins the belt tonight. It's going to be about softening up right there, softening up Rev for territory.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Big Tony wins that belt, it's going to be the upset of the millennium.
Yeah, but I mean, right now he's showing an upset of the millennium. Who knew that Big Tony Onyx could take it to the Rev Ron Hunt like this?
Well, let's say one thing. If he does win, then he's got to face Zach Ramsey. What does that do against the War for Territory at that time? I mean, this is... Technically, he was a member of the Grim Guild. He's an AON guy, too, and he's going to have the Eclipse Championship. But first, he's got to get past Ron Hunt, and I don't think... Honestly, he's putting up good showing. I don't think he's going to get past Ron Hunt tonight.
Well, I mean, the simple fact is right now Big Tony Onyx is showing why he feels he should be the Eclipse Heavyweight Champion, taking this open challenge against the Rev Ron Hunt, also doing Zach Ramsey's bidding, what we saw the video earlier.
I mean, this kid's a rookie. Does he even deserve a title shot to begin with?
It's an open challenge. You put an open challenge.
you.
Everybody takes it. It doesn't matter if he deserves it. You put an open challenge out there.
You are right.
The guy from T-Mobile could have walked over and took the open challenge at that point. It's open to anyone.
Exactly.
If
some toddler from where the children's place would have wandered to the ring, he would have been open challenge.
Okay, but if the guy from T-Mobile lost, would he have to give up an iPhone 14 to Rev Ron? How would that work?
Well, yes, we'll just go with it. What do you think?
That wasn't in the contract, so it doesn't matter.
I want an iPhone 14.
I think somebody needs a new phone, but right now,
Rev is trying to fight back.
I think he's going to eat some new ribs after these stomps. My goodness.
Put a little barbecue sauce in those ribs.
Put some JR's barbecue sauce on.
The thing about it is right now is that I think that Rev, you usually don't see the Rev like this in these matches, and I think that Zach Ramsey's maybe gotten his head a little bit right now as he's trying to fight back. So he's usually not the underdog in these style matches, and oh my God, a clothesline by Big Tony, making him look like an underdog.
Well, Zach Ramsey is smart in posting that video, sending that in, and getting in the head of Rev Ron Hunt.
And it is hard to get into the mind of the Rev Ron Hunt. Rev Ron Hunt is the master of the psyche games when it comes to professional wrestling.
Now a mount position, firing down right hands on the side of the head.
Yeah, but Doc, you haven't been around Zach Ramsey's as much as we have, as much as I have. Zach Ramsey's is the master of mind games.
I got to tell you one thing. Look at Tony whenever you get to look at his face. He's not showing any expression. His expression has not changed since the match began.
I mean, you couldn't get a read on this guy with an EKG.
Not showing any real emotion in the matchup, and that's what Zach Ramsey looks for in his Grim Guild. Oh my God, what a kick to the side of the head. And now mounting a comeback is Rev Ron Hunt with that combination and that neck breaker.
Oh my goodness, that reverse neck breaker, and I mean, Onyx was slow to get up on that one. Can Hunt come back from this? Here comes the Rev, and no!
Runs into a back elbow. If anybody can come back for something like this, it's the Rev. And now, a side belly to belly suplex. Drove him into the mat. Now we're seeing some emotion from Tony. A little bit of a smile on his face.
Rookie mistake 101. You need to lock that leg up. You need to hook that leg.
Absolutely, especially somebody who is the Eclipse Heavyweight Champion, the longest reigning Eclipse Champion. You just cannot pin him haphazardly.
If the legendary Paul Atlas would have seen that pin, he would have went nuts. You have to lock that leg up. Send him that opposite corner now.
But he's not here, so.
Oh man, these shots by Tony, and now going in the midsection. And again, this is more about sending a message than it is about the actual title. Big Tony doing, like you said, the dirty work for Zach Ramsey's, softening this man up.
But playing off of Drew Shannon here, what if the upset of the Millennium happens tonight? What if? Big Tony Onyx?
Hey, it could be his night. Everybody has an off night. If the Rev is off by a little bit, Tony could take it. You are absolutely right.
Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Right now, whatever that plan is, Tony is executing it to perfection. Rev cannot get out of the blocks. He's had a flurry of offense, but Big Tony has had an answer for him.
Gonna happen here. Oh my God, no. Oh!
Chop in the corner.
My goodness, and the Rev Ron Hunt took quite some damage here. Oh, wait a minute.
Giving it back.
We call that a receipt in this business, sir.
Punch the side of the head. And again, locking up the arms.
Has him. Oh, God. My goodness. And look at the expression on Rev's face on that one. My goodness. You can see he's in a lot of pain.
But look at the style of Tony. Tony is very deliberate. He's not making too many mistakes. He's not rushing into anything, not giving that opening to Rev. This is smart wrestling by Tony. Whatever Zach Ramsey's told him and taught him, he's learned very, very well so far.
Absolutely.
And there he goes. Got the 4 count. He uses it all. Tony is showing some experience beyond his years. I will give him credit for that.
Rev Ron is just out of it.
And now he's working on the arm.
He has that arm draped over that bottom rope, Mike, and he's starting to tear the tendons in his shoulder and everything.
He is just picking the Rev apart. And now this I don't agree with. Here he's jaw-jacking the crowd. That's his first mistake of the matchup. You can't do that against somebody like Rev. You gotta down.
You gotta stay on it.
You gotta stay on your opponent. You cannot let the Rev back up to his feet, and you can preach that.
Amen, brother. Hallelujah.
Oh my goodness! And now, right now,
God,
Big
don't
Tony
bring a mega
Onyx.
church out. Holy.
What is going through the mind of Tony right now? Yeah,
If he's not careful, it's going to be his fifth.
Oh man! Well, with the right hand at least. Excuse me, a left hand. And Tony.
It was one of the hands.
And Tony turned it around.
50-50 chance.
Now these guys are trading shots in the middle of the ring, but I think right now Tony's going to have the advantage.
And right now, sends it in. Oh, wait a minute.
Reversal. Here goes again. Duck.
Oh,
Psych
boy.
him out. Oh! Pulps the hand.
Well, he's going to fall a few years back in penmanship.
Basement cutter. Nicely done by Ron Hunt. Ron's trying to get some offense going now, get a flurry going, shake the cobwebs a little bit. Tony has been pretty much unstoppable in this matchup.
Rev Ron coming back, firing off of those chops.
And right now, Rev Ron Hunt. Oh, my goodness.
The back.
Club in the back of Onyx here. Onyx is in a little bit of trouble.
Rev has got to get this match up to his pace that he's comfortable at. And right now, Tony has
Rip cord. Oh, misses him.
Ducks it. Off the ropes. Oh, what a side slam. Beautifully done by Big Tony. Again, Tony showed some experience. God, years. He could have had him. He might have had that one.
1 count away from becoming the new Eclipse champion.
History could be made here tonight at Logan Valley. And then the question is, what happens if Zach Ramsey's has to take on his minion?
That's a very good question. We posted that earlier. And right now,
that is his Grim Guild member.
Yeah, Grim Guild member. And right now, Tony has shown us that maybe he could be that champion by the. Again, a very slow and deliberate style. I like the fact that Tony is very taking his time. And there you go, that's an opening right there. And Ron gets an opening. He's going to take it. Ducks a clothesline off the rope. Ducks another clothesline off the rope. And boom! They clothesline in the center of the ring. Both men are down.
My God, these two are taking it to each other.
I think it would
what a
behoove,
hell of a main event here tonight for Road to Glory.
At this point, it would behoove Rev Ron Hunt just for them both to get counted.
Exactly. He walks in the champion.
Yep.
But right now, both men taking it to each other. I will say, I'm impressed with what I'm seeing from Big Tony.
Yeah, I
us something
don't
tonight.
take anything away from this youngster. He has taken it to the Eclipse champion.
Both men starting to get back up to a vertical base.
He would show no intimidation by coming out here and facing Ron Hunt, and that deserves some respect alone. And right hand, now they're trading shots in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, but he's only following Ramsey's orders.
God,
I mean,
what a shot to the jaw. That doesn't matter. He might be doing it, but he didn't show any fear, any intimidation about getting in there with somebody with experience of Ron Hunt.
oh!
Jeez.
What a shot by Onyx, and that took Ron Hunt to his knee.
That's some heavy leather being thrown in that ring right now. Now the forearm shot by Rev Ron Hunt. Multiple shots. There he is trying to get himself fired up. Off the ropes he comes.
Oh my goodness. Guys, I am getting word from the back. I am being summoned by AC Norway.
All right, well, see you later.
Yes.
All right. I guess me and Drew,
Take your Cinnabon.
the professionals that we are, we got this.
Go!
Big boot to the side of the head by Ron Hunt.
What the hell does AC want with him? He's breaking
I don't
up
know.
the team here.
I know, we got a matchup going on here. It's
a good thing you got me.
Reversal out of full Nelson. He's got him goozled. He's going to put him up.
Thought I was going to have a chokestab. Oh! Backstabber!
Backcracker right there.
Backcracker! Backstabber! Whatever the hell you want to call it.
And Tony's in trouble now, Ron, getting him up on his shoulders.
Big Tony going to sleep with the fishes tonight.
Oh, drop.
That's got to be it.
Going for a cover. Kick out.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Well, I mean, Tony has been dominating this matchup. Rev's been beat up a little bit. It's going to take a little bit more before you put Tony away.
Yeah, but I think Mark Charles is a little bit tired. This night has dragged on a little bit. I mean, kind of a slow cadence there.
Mark Charles is in the epitome of professionalism when it comes to referees here in Eclipse Wrestling. I trust his judgment. And now, he's just cracking some codes right now.
Definitely some codes cracked.
Maybe
with a couple of bicuspids.
Oh my God!
My
you see the way he landed? The Rev landed high and tight on the back of his shoulders, back of his head.
He almost got.
How did he kick out of that?
I have no idea.
That was one hellacious spear. Holy cow.
I mean, in the history of spears, Edge, Rhino was a gore, but I mean.
That one right there.
Roman Reigns, that ranks up there with him. This kid is, I'm telling you what.
When Tony, again,
this kid is on fire.
He has a slow, deliberate style, but when he hits a fast move like that spear, it was sudden. That's explosive. And now he's setting up for the Book of Rev. He reverses the Book of Rev.
Well,
and he's got him goozled again. Got him up for a choke slam.
I think it's a new chapter in the Book of Rev there.
Man.
Oh my God!
Big Tony, and Rev says, "You're not rewriting my chapter just yet. Not writing the ending of that Book of Rev." What a kick out. And Big Tony now you're starting to see some frustration on his face. He's starting to wonder what he's got to do to put away Rev. He's dominated this entire matchup.
What do you have to do?
I don't know.
I figured Rev would have put this kid away by now. This kid is one of the toughest challengers, I think, to date.
He is really showing me something here tonight, and maybe he deserves to be in that title picture like we said before. You asked if he regrets it. Absolutely does not regret it. Ducks it, reversal, kicks in the midsection, and he's setting up. There it is.
There it goes.
Book of Rev, and that you can preach that. The end. Amen. What a great matchup. Big Tony really showing us something in that matchup. Was not his night, but I'm telling you, I mean, he keeps building like that. This kid can have a very, very bright future here in Eclipse Wrestling.
Sweet cheese almighty. I will give you that. Big Tony has shown us something. But if you think Big Tony's dangerous, next month, you're going to see something even worse.
Well, Drew, you and me have sat by, and we've called many matches for Zach Ramses. He is one of the toughest guys we've ever seen.
Ramsey, you want a challenge? You said you're just going to pick whatever's left. I'm still standing. Still Eclipse Heavyweight Champion. I'll see you at War for Territory, bitch.
Rev Ron issuing a warning. Wow, did he call him a bitch?
I think he did. Rev is fired up, and he is ready for that matchup. War for Territory, September 2nd at the Johnstown Galleria.
Another one down. Another one down. Your longest reigning Eclipse Champion. This title still around the waist, still saying on the center plate, the Rev Ron Hunt. 500 plus days. Another title defense down. The next one, the stop, comes right back to Johnstown. Ramsey, where you said during the show, I came to your stomping grounds. I'm coming to your stomping grounds again. I'm coming to the Galleria in Johnstown. I'm coming in and I'm walking out. Not only the Eclipse, but also the AON champion. Title versus title. I don't care about your lineage, and I know you don't care about mine. But know this. Somebody's record is leaving when it's all said and done at War for Territory. And the doggone sure ain't gonna be mine. I'll see you soon, Ramsey.